So welcome to my kitchen. This is Cooking Today. Hi, welcome to Cooking Today. I'm glad you're here. Y'all, it's hot outside, isn't it? I mean, it's been so hot that we have just really tried to stay inside. I mean, there's Dan Scoff on there telling us about heat advisories. He'll like put all those, the letters are in like flames and like orange and yellow. That means stay inside, doesn't it? And I will tell you what else that means at my house. That means I don't want to stand over a hot oven, do you? I don't want to stand over the stove. I'll tell you what's the hottest is these gas grills because it's an open flame. So it's like standing over a campfire when it's, 157 degrees outside. And so today, I thought I would have us make a little salad with a few little ingredients that are really, really easy to make. The oven just on for about 15 minutes, nothing too high, nothing too long that's gonna make your kitchen hot. We're gonna make grilled chicken and strawberry poppy seed salads. And this recipe has been around for a while. I mean, it's that good classic like grilled chicken with strawberries and candied pecans and I don't know what all, good cheese, like good creamy cheese and little slivers of red onion, which I just love. And most of the time, these have like a store-bought poppy seed dressing on them. But I had seen a recipe recently in one of my summertime magazines back when we were on our vacation. That's when I catch up on all my magazine reading, by the way. And it was for homemade strawberry poppy seed dressing. So not just strawberries in the salad with poppy seed dressing that you buy at the grocery, but homemade strawberry poppy seed dressing. It's so delicious and fresh and sweet and tart. And that little vinegary bite from champagne vinegar, it's outstanding. So I'm amping up kind of an old-fashioned salad, one that we've had at some of our very favorite restaurants. And we're doing some fun things like a homemade poppy seed dressing. And what I'm working on right now are these homemade garlic parmesan croutons. Doesn't that sound good? Y'all, these are good just to snack on. And what's so great about them is that you can actually make these in advance, toast them, let them cool. You kind of have to let everything cool before you bag it up. And then bag them or put them in a jar or put them in, a plastic container with a lid that's airtight. And you've got awesome croutons for any salad or on the top of soup. I love croutons on the top of soup, like a good crusty piece of bread. So all I've done is taken a store-bought French baguette. It's real hearty. It's got a good crust on the outside, and it's just got a good hearty kind of girth to it in the middle. And so I have just sliced it and then quartered it. If you wanted these to be a little smaller, you could absolutely go back over them. But the big ones are kind of like the way they serve them in the restaurant, and I love that. So I just have them in a big old bowl. I'm going to swirl these with some olive oil and give them a toss. Let me grab a utensil to do that. Gonna toss these in oil. You don't want them to be soaking. You just want them to you kind of want to eyeball them and make sure that they're hopping out on me. That they, each of them have a little oil on them because it's the oil that hits the oven that makes them good and crispy. Okay, so we're gonna toss those. My oven is on 350 degrees, so not too hot. And like I said, we're only baking them for about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. So that's not gonna kill you, when it's hot out there. So I'm gonna do a little douse of a little salt, a little pepper, a little garlic powder. Hey, and it's really important for y'all to know, I rarely use garlic salt. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Always powder, gang. If you've got garlic salt, you might want to get rid of it. because a lot of times, well, they're not interchangeable, by the way, because garlic salt has salt in it. And most recipes are going to say garlic powder or, you know, ground garlic plus salt. And if you have garlic salt and you salt things, it's going to be too salty and you're not going to like it. So garlic powder, garlic powder. And then I've got some dried oregano for a little yummy herby, earthy bite. And now I'm going to just toss these and we're going to put them on this baking sheet. Bake them about 15 or 20 minutes. They smell so delicious. So we want to toss them with the seasonings really quick. Do a good little coating of this grated fresh parm. Toast them off. When we come back, we're going to start on our salads. This is Cooking Today.
Cooking Today, sponsored by West Rock Coffee Company.
Hi, welcome back to Cooking Today. I'm making these beautiful summertime chicken salads with homemade strawberry poppy seed dressing and these beautiful homemade croutons. Look at these. I may or may not have just snacked on one of these uncooked. I mean, they are good. Good. Look at all that good flavor and seasoning. And all I'm gonna do is spread these out. You know, they've already got a little oil on them, just enough. One layer, we don't want them piled on top of each other. One single layer, and I'm gonna put them in a 350-degree oven for like 15 or 20 minutes until they're pretty and golden and dried out. You may wanna take a mitt, pull your oven open and give it a little shake, or you could take your, you know, metal spatula and flip them over if you wanted. They're fine just like this, but if you love to kind of, you know, peek and mess with things, you can fiddle with these just a little. Okay, I'm putting those in the oven. And let's set our timer because we would hate to get going and burn the bread, wouldn't we? There's 15. Now, I just have 3 chicken breasts. And if you've been around here before, you have seen, we have a really delicious, like a homemade Italian, like lemony Italian dressing marinade that Sam and I put on our chicken fajita chicken. It's delicious. It's got garlic in it and lime. I mean, it's so good. Green chilies. We use it on our chicken, you know, chicken fajita recipe, but it is an overall really good chicken marinade. But these are quick. And you know, there is nothing better than Italian dressing, so we're just going store-bought right there. Because I've got my hands in other things right now. We're gonna make our dressing. We've made our croutons. I've already crisped a little bacon. So this is a really easy shortcut. So I'm just gonna burp the bag, give that just a little squeeze, and then I'm just gonna let this camp out right over here with my timer. We're gonna make this delicious dressing. Are you ready for this? Homemade strawberry poppy seed dressing. All I have here is about a cup. I probably did a little heaping cup. I just love these strawberries. And standing right here, they're just so prime and fantastic right now. So I probably went a little heavy on the strawberries, but that's so good. And they're so good for you and they smell so delicious. So I've got strawberries right here in my container. And then all I'm gonna add to this, my strawberries, is 5 tablespoons of champagne vinegar. You can get it at most of your groceries. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3. If you can't find champagne vinegar, then use something really good and like a little sweet, like maybe an apple cider vinegar. In yours, something a little bit sweeter than maybe just a regular old white vinegar. Boy, this champagne is so delicious. Really, really amazing flavor. And I just love vinegar. I mean, we pickle things and toss things and make dressings all the time around here. And it is one of my favorites. Smelling that champagne vinegar coming off those strawberries right now, y'all, you need to try this. It is so delicious. This is so pretty too. You're gonna really be proud of it. Then I have already pre-measured out a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of white pepper, because we don't really wanna see the pepper in our dressing because we're gonna add poppy seeds. So we're just using the white pepper. White pepper is actually a little tiny bit stronger than black, so it's not necessarily equal measurements. You can go a little heavier on the black than you can on the white. So just, you know, just know that. Okay, I've got us on low. And I am gonna be able to blend just the littlest bit of that, but we haven't added our liquid to it yet. You know, we're gonna stir in our oil, you know, kind of whir that in. So this, because it doesn't have liquid in it, you're gonna have to use your spoon. You know, you do this sometimes when you make smoothies. You're gonna have to poke it down a little bit and make sure that it's getting down in there. And you may have to do this a couple of times. There we go, I'm getting going. Now, on low, I'm gonna pull my little lid off and drizzle in olive oil. And the spitting settles down just a little bit as you get going, because it grabs all that fruit and, you know, kind of whirs it around. So we're gonna keep whirring this up till it's so nice and smooth, and then just stir in the poppy seeds at the very, very end. Oh my goodness, is that beautiful color or what? I can't wait for you to see this and try it. We're gonna let this keep going. We'll be back. This is Cooking Today.
Iced tea, sponsored by Lipton.
Experience the local sounds, sights, and taste of the Fayetteville Farmers Market.
Do you know the producer behind your food?
What about how far away your food was grown?
Local to us means your food is harvested hours before traveling less than 60 miles to our market.
Enjoy music, chef demos, and special events while you shop for locally grown produce, meats, cheeses, flowers, artisan crafts, fine art, and more.
Visit us Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on the square.
The Fayetteville Farmers Market, 100% local and loved.
Hi, welcome back. We are making beautiful grilled chicken and strawberry poppy seed salads. Y'all, it smells good in here. Let me tell you what we've had going on. First of all, the homemade croutons have come out of the oven. Taste tested and approved. They are so good. Let me see if this is hot. Nope, we're letting this cool a little bit. But look at those. I mean, you could just snack on them even. They're delicious. I even think about how pretty these would be like in bowls on like a cheese board if you ate this with like a little creamy cheese and a yummy little prosciutto, just as a little crunchy bite. They are fantastic, and they're coated with that Parmesan cheese. I actually used a little grated pecorino romano, which is a little bit fancier than Parm, but I had it, and any of it will be good. But they're fantastic. So really, really, really crispy on the outside, a tiny bit chewy on the end. And so we're gonna let these just finish cooling just at room temperature. And like I said, put those in a zip top bag or in some kind of container with a lid so that they're airtight. And those will keep for quite a while. And we have made our strawberry poppy seed dressing. It's beautiful. Look at the color. Can you all see this? Isn't that the most beautiful color? And all I've done, as a matter of fact, is put in, you know, we blended it in our blender until it was nice and smooth, and added in our drizzled olive oil until it just really kind of came together so nicely. I tasted it and added a little tiny bit more sugar. It's a vinaigrette base. Remember, we put the champagne vinegar in it. You need to taste as you go. I actually like mine the tiniest bit more vinegary and a tiny bit less sweet. But if you really want this sweet, like the kind of poppy seed that you get at the grocery store, add more sugar. You can just taste it as you go. So then, I've put this in this little ball jar that I use for everything in the world. And I'm just stirring in the poppy seeds. Oh, it's so pretty, and it smells so good. Did you just see how nice and fresh that was? No preservatives, no secrets about what went in it. All nice and natural. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's almost like a smoothie for your salad, really and truly. I'm gonna lid that, set it aside and let it do its thing. So what I've got going here is just some thin sliced purple onions. I like them as thin as possible, just so you get that littlest bite when you eat your salad. And this color is beautiful. This salad is so pretty, y'all. So you can do this as much as you would like or as little as you would like, right there. And I'm gonna move this. And then before y'all got here, I crisped some bacon over the stove real quickly, just cut it on up and put it, you know, let it get nice and crisp in little bits, and then just am storing it. We're also gonna top our salad with some little fresh strawberries. So what we'll have, let's just go ahead and start building it a little bit. How about it? Okay, pretty mixed greens. I just love the spring mix. You know, the one that's got the little blend of all kinds of things, and then it's a little heavy on the spinach. The spinach is so healthy and good. And I just love these purple pieces that are in here. Look, so we're gonna do a good little base. And I love arugula. I could just eat arugula by the handsful. So we'll start with our little spring mix base. And then I'll go ahead and do a few purple onions. And you know, these days, the fancier and prettier your salad is kind of laid out to be, the better. Especially if you're on social media. You know, we all love to take a pretty picture of our food, don't we? So I'm gonna make some really pretty little half moons of my onions. And then let's do our feta. You can use feta, you can use goat. I absolutely love goat on this salad, but I didn't have any and I forgot to get it at the grocery. And feta is a good little creamy crumbled cheese that you can also put on here. And I like a lot of it. So we've done some good crumbled feta on there. We're also doing some of these sugared pecans. Now we have made sugared pecans before on our show, and the recipe will be included on our website. But again, to keep the oven temperatures down and not have to cook as much or have the oven on very high or for very long because it's so warm outside, we are doing a little store-bought honey pecan. Hey, and let me just tell you, we actually did not have air conditioning for about 4 or 5 days. It was the hottest, longest 4 or 5 days ever. We even got behind on our shoot because we couldn't be here to film because it got so hot. And we got it all fixed up. But I'm telling you, y'all know, in the summertime, when you don't have air, you are desperate. And my sweet friends at Davidson Heating and Air fixed me up. They saved my neck, and they've got it nice and cool in our kitchen, and I'm so grateful. But that's where this recipe came from, those hot days when I didn't want to cook very long or get really hot. We've come up with this good chicken salad. I'm gonna keep keep building my salad and checking our chicken, and when we come back, we're gonna put the whole thing together. This is Cooking Today. Did you know that you should season every single step and every layer of your cooking? As you go, season a little here and taste. Season a little here and taste. Because sometimes when you wait till the very, very end to salt and pepper or season, it may just be too late. So be sure to season every step as you go with salt and pepper at the basic, and then any of your other good seasonings, just get them in there and get them on there and taste as you go so that you'll always know. Hi, welcome back to Cooking Today. We are wrapping up this beautiful grilled chicken and strawberry poppy seed salad. We have made our own strawberry poppy seed dressing. It is gorgeous, look at that. Oh, it's just creamy and smooth and so delicious. We also have made our own toasted garlic parmesan croutons that are so good that every time that we are not rolling, I am eating one. They are good. Y'all are gonna love these, love these. Make a bunch, make a double batch on 2 sheet pans, store them for good measure. You're gonna be really, wishing you had these around. They are just toasty and just buttery and all that good flavor from that cheese and that little herb, from the oregano. I mean, you are gonna wanna make that one. So, we're building. We've got our mixed greens, our feta, our beautiful thin sliced red onions, halved strawberries, sugared pecans. I mean, y'all, can you even believe all the goodness? And then we're gonna take our grilled chicken breast, and all I did was just easy chicken breast. Marinated it in Italian dressing, salt and peppered it, just seasoned it really well with kind of whatever I had on the outside, and then just grilled it till it was done. And we're gonna slide these pieces off onto our salad, and then drizzle the top with this unbelievable sweet tangy dressing. Top it with the croutons that we're crazy about. A great summertime salad. Keep your kitchen cool. Try this recipe at home. Love every bite. This is Cooking Today.
Cooking Today, sponsored by West Rock Coffee Company. Kitchenware is provided by Una Mays. Groceries provided by Harps, Hometown Fresh. Online Elements sponsored by Fayetteville Farmers Market.